Welcome to WTF, everybody. We're super amped. I must admit, it's been a while. Look, no headphones, no mic in front of us. This is not a podcast. And with me, we have Mike Cowan. Hi, Mike.
Brett, I've got feedback coming through from you there.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Already? That's weird.
Oh, wait, it's me. I just hang on. Sorry. I had the YouTube channel.
So as you can probably see, this is our first attempt, and I have got the oldest man in our company trying to run the newest tech.
No.
That was my first jab of the century.
No, I'm just closing everything down here because I've got everything going mad. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, and everything is going well, except I feel like I'm talking to my parents who
You
are like,
you
on
are.
Skype going, am I on Skype? And I can see their ear hole and nose hole as they talk through Skype. So, Mike, let's get into this.
Let's do
What
that,
I'm
Brett.
really excited about is we get to take WTF from a voice only into video only. I have to admit, I'm not too sure I'm that happy because Mike seems to just be losing his shit. Next time, I think I'm going to manage the stream and the video. He's very good at doing podcasts, but he seems to be a complete fucking amateur when it comes to doing the videos.
Total amateur. You know what it is, Brett? I was having my own WTF moment there because I had LinkedIn going live, I had YouTube going live, and as fast as I was turning one down, the next one was actually turning up. So I'm just going to give myself a round of applause. This is a great experiment, but I think we've got it right because we're talking about the WTF moment. And we all know what the WTF moment is. That's when you sit back in your chair, roll your eyes to the sky, and you go, what the fuck do I do now? Because this is what we're going through. Everyone is going through this WTF moment. And our government has made it worse by not allowing us to go and buy booze, Brett. When did you run out?
I officially ran out last night at 7:34 when I had my last beer and the last glass of wine. And it's perfect timing because I've already got my notice that my order is ready for collection.
Very nice.
So I'm really excited to take advantage of that. Even though it really hasn't impacted me, I must admit I've got a massive bar fridge, so we did stock up well in advance. But it's good timing. So I guess, Mike, this WTF, what are we going to be talking about, right? I think it's going to be really about the world of post-COVID-19. And the kind of new technologies, new ways of working that we're all going to have to start subscribing to, start to figure out, start to run our business by, in order not just to kind of explode, but to go fucking exist right now.
Brett?
Yeah.
No, what? Okay. No, suddenly something came up there again. I had another YouTube clip jump up. So suddenly I had bar fridge coming through. So what are we going to talk about? Well, the world's changed, man. It's accelerating. Well, you see here, it's curious because, I mean, on one hand, it's accelerating. On the other hand, it's changing. And we're all going through, how do we redesign everything? How do we re-engineer things? I mean, everyone's talking about this new way of working and how we're all going to work from home. And I don't think that's quite the truth, but it's all changed.
I agree with you. It's not a work from home strategy. It's a work from bloody anywhere. Because I must admit, if I have to work from home any much longer, I think I'm going to shoot myself in the head.
And the children.
I love spending time at home. But I'm tired of it. No, my body's tired of this chair. Like, I hate you, chair. My butt hates you. Everything. I hate it. I just want to be out and about.
No, exactly. So it is. It's a bit of a challenge. It's a bit of a test to come. And the question is, how do we overcome this? How do we redesign things? How do we make this new way of doing things work? Because I think everything is fundamentally going through a shift. Whether it's an acceleration towards an inevitable goal, whether it's a rush towards the point of singularity, whatever it is, I don't know. So I think, Brett, this is an open conversation. It's picking up on where we left off. I think we need to be getting a whole lot of guests in and talking about how they're doing things, understanding how they're making things work for themselves. And you know what? It is tough. I dropped my son off at school this morning because he was allowed to go to school amongst the clusterfuck that was school this morning. Looking at you, South African government. And I was chatting to one of the teachers, and she was just saying her husband hasn't been able to work because he runs a golf framework and he does school transport. He hasn't been able to work. Yet we've been able to do stuff. We've been able to work. So what is this going to mean? And it's going to mean massive changes, Brett.
Yeah,
tough one.
I agree. I think business, the obvious one is digital. Everyone will be going digital. But I think it's enough of this bullshit that we see from big consultancies talking about websites and all that kind of stuff and using collaborative tool sets. It really means embracing digital to its full being, using every single software as a service platform to operationalize, make everything super efficient. I don't want to see a piece of paper. And saying that, I do actually have a piece of paper. I still like to take my task down first, think about it, and then I put it onto Monday.com. But we're still tracking everything. Everything's still going to need to be tracked, and the data is going to become vitally important. And I think it goes beyond. If you are not digitalizing absolutely everything in your business, you are going to fall behind massively.
You are.
And really, I'm kind of getting very frustrated because what we need to be thinking of right now to compete at a global level, because all of a sudden, if everyone goes digital, and I keep thinking about all the bottle store owners that reached out over WhatsApp trying to get everyone's orders, and they were just too slow to even invoice you and get your money paid in. I ended up buying online through a digital channel because I knew I could pay and lock and load my orders. I look at these guys and I go, you guys could have been a great play on ordering booze anywhere in the country and delivering and playing this huge economic game. But you're not. So you need to get digital quickly. And the sad thing is, once you're digital, you can go global. So if you're now competing globally, how on earth are you meant to compete with just the basic digital components in place? So I think Mike and I, we've come to the big agreement that it really is down to one thing: making AI work in your organization. So we are going to focus all our effort there. We're going to get guests in to understand how they're making AI work, what it takes to make it work, what is that journey. It is complex, but it's also quite easy. Most of the time you are using AI already. Know where you're using it, leverage it. And I'm really excited about that kind of thinking. I don't want to be talking about the basics of digital anymore.
No. Well,
seriously.
Well, I think, you know what, Brett, just to really extend on that, I think the idea of digital transformation is AI transformation. Because if you look at this, and I mean, I put a clip out the other day, we talk about Uber as the great case study of digital transformation. But what is it that they've actually done? Is they've taken a couple of really cool algorithms, whether it's meeting supply and demand, the 3-minute rule, the sensors that they've got in their applications. There's a host of algorithms that they've actually adopted, and that's what scaled the business. At the end of the day, they've utilized data to scale the business. So we talk about this digital transformation. No, but we talk about it, Brett, and everyone's going on about it. And you go to these guru keynoters who are really good at reading but very bad at doing, and they don't even know what they're talking about because they're not digitally transforming. They're not going into this new digital world, and we've got to start rethinking how we do this, because if you're not utilizing AI, you're dead. And for us, I think both of us, I mean, this becomes the linchpin of what it's all about. So yeah, Brett, I'm so excited because I can see how many people are watching us, and there are 3 people watching us right now.
Record. You know what? Hey Mike, you know what they say? You've got to always start somewhere. I have to admit, having spent a period of my career running YouTube in South Africa, I do realize how bloody difficult it is to get traction.
Exactly.
So To you guys who are watching live, thank you very much. I know this is not as intriguing as NASA and SpaceX, even though Bob and what was the other guy's name?
Doug.
Bob and Doug, watching them on their side profile
exactly.
for fucking hours was incredibly stimulating. The good thing is we can finish with an explosion. I think we started with an explosion with Mike going, "What the fuck is going on here?"
Is that what your wife says every night? Is that what your wife says to you every night?
Oh boy, are we still keeping to the theme of your wife?
Well, at least I lift the toilet seat, bro.
Oh Jesus! Now you're digging deep into historical. Yo.
I must check with Martha. Do you actually no? Let's just move on. All right. So Brett.
So around digital. So digital these days is no longer digital, right?
No.
We're going to talk about everything. We're going to talk about how do you put in DevOps into your organization?
Yes.
How do you put in cloud ops? How do you put in data ops, ML ops, sec ops, ops? I mean, it's really important. These are the ability to make your company ready to start taking advantage of artificial intelligence. And I bet you most businesses go, hold on, let me just speak to my IT manager. And the IT manager goes, yeah, no, I've got a system that manages my desktop environment.
So that's Simon. He's just posted. What did you say? Yo.
Hey, awesome, Simon.
Yeah, there we go, Simon.
So on that note, Simon, you will be on this show. So get ready. We are going to be having you on the show to come talk to us about what you see in the market, Simon.
No, exactly.
What you see in customers. The nice thing, Simon's had some awesome experience helping Vodacom understand how to take 12 petabytes worth of data and create the data ops and the data pipelines in order to make AI work. So he has some phenomenal experience that we'll be tapping into. We want to speak to the guys who are doing. You know what? It's gone are the days where you can stand up and talk about what you read about or video
absolutely.
And repackage. I'm insisting anyone who wants to go out there and actually claim to any fame, go there and do it. Get the real experience.
Done.
Learn what it takes.
Done. Brett.
It's so important in today's world. No more bullshit. Let's stop this bullshit and let's get the doing done.
See, Simon,
I'm glad to see Simon's excited.
He's excited. That's good. I don't know if anyone else who's... There are probably 4 staff members watching. I don't know. Probably Print Command, Grant and Simon. But it was a good first experience. We had a few WTF moments.
Mike, remember, so about scaling is you've got to double. So it's about building that exponential momentum. So the next one we are going to go for 8 people watching live.
Yes.
Let's see if 8 people join us.
Let's see if we can make that happen. And by then I'll have really worked this out because I'll have done a few more experiments on these WTF moments, you see. Because this is all about and that's exactly how I felt when we started that. I ran out of toilet paper.
So what I'm going to do,
Brett.
Mike,
yes,
I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to do one stream, the alternate stream, and we'll see who does the best streams.
There we go. Yeah.
So, Mike, occasionally it jumps to WTF moment. Is there any reason why it's doing that?
Because I'm doing that. Check now. It's going to jump.
Popping up the screen every now and then.
Yeah, there. It's now going to be the WTF moment. You see, because I did that, and then I change it to that, and I can do this. Check here. Wait, it's coming. It's coming. No, let me just change that, because I've got a whole control panel in front of me here. And so I can do that.
Awesome. That's incredible technology. So guys, we're going to keep this one short.
Yep.
It's 20 minutes. We're going to try to do them in 30-minute slots. We're going to focus it on lunchtime. So we're thinking about all the people stuck working from home or even at work. It's 30 minutes out of your diary. Have a listen, have a watch. Sometimes we'll have some guests. Other times we won't have some guests. And we'll pick a topic, we'll pick an area, we'll deep dive into this area. If it's Mike and I, we'll be talking about our own experiences and stories of what we've tried to do and what we've got wrong, what we've got right. We've had a phenomenal journey over the last year in TerraFlow. understanding what can be done or can't be done. We've also worked with a number of amazing people on making stuff happen. So we're going to get people in. We're going to have the real truth. And I think that's important. And on top of that, we want to find more people who want to be part of this journey.
Absolutely.
If you're a data scientist, if you're a machine learning engineer, please reach out to us. Let's talk about something. Let's understand how we're going to make the entire industry AI ready.
That's it, Brett. Thank you.
Cool, guys.
Chat soon.
This was a great first attempt. I'm sorry about my producer. Hopefully he gets better over time. I think by now you should be better.
I've got really good at putting the toilet roll around, you see. So in fact, there we go. How's that, Brett? That looks better. So I'm clear. You're full of crap. Okay, bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay. Cheers, guys. We'll chat to you later.
Now I've got to turn this off. I've got to remove that from you, and I've got to go finish here, and then we're done. End broadcast.